Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about somebody who can just kind of smell what the rock is cooking. You can, like, basically read the room well enough to know that there's an argument that's going to happen. Somebody is not able to hold back their opinion, or they say a little bit too much. And I feel like you're trying to find the best path forward, not creating drama or not adding to the problem. But also, you want the truth to be acknowledged. So let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chimes. And I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com, and that's in the description box for you, as is more information on how to become a member. Thank you to the members. We do have a members only live stream for those that are in the stars and the towers today at 7 p.m. Central, so I hope to see you there. If you are in the chariots, you do have the ability to upgrade before then if you would like to join us. Hello, Santiago. How's it going? This is the Edgar Allan Poe. Let's see what else we've got going on regarding this upcoming argument or battle. The tensions are high. We have the Star, the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, and the Ten of Swords in the reverse. Okay. So this is jealousy over somebody's popularity. This is like if we were in a band together and you assumed you'd be the most popular because, I don't know, you're the one who sings. And then everybody is obsessed with somebody else instead. What was that movie about the wonders? I can't remember. Was it called That Thing You Do? But there was a guy who wore sunglasses all the time, and they call him Shades. And I think there was some jealousy in the group from the head dude because he was like, well, everybody's obsessed with Shades over here. It's like there's this competition that shouldn't really be a competition. And whoever I'm reading on, they're getting angry because someone else is getting all the attention or someone else is more popular. And this Nine of Pentacles could be you, could be someone you know. They're like, I think you're about to lose your cool. Hello, Outlaw. Hello, Dana. How's it going? Hello, Selena. What's up? It's Mom Hanks. Yes, he was in it. And Jonathan Shake? Is that how you say his name? We've got the Five of Cups. Excuse me. The Nine of Cups in the reverse, and the Hierophant in the reverse. This is like a band is breaking up because everybody likes somebody else too much, and I just want them to look at me. This is some selfish, self-absorbed energy, and I don't like it because, they use the wrong picture, and they look good, and I don't. It's a little bit petty, a little bit like surface level jealousy. Justice in the reverse. So it's like I want to do something to get back at this person. I'm going to make sure people know that I'm not pleased with this. Okay. The Chariot, the Knight of Swords, the King of Swords in the reverse, and the Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Wow. Okay. So I'm mad because you're getting all the attention, or I'm mad because everybody likes you more than me. So I know you did something that you shouldn't have, and I'm going to just like casually drop the information so everybody knows. This could literally be like leaking information to the press to make your bandmate look bad, trying to make your coworker look bad to the leadership team. This is devious. Like, I know where I could get some information that makes you look bad, and I'm going to make sure that everybody else has access to it as well. Hello, Carrie. How's it going? Devil in the reverse, Page of Wands in the reverse, and the Queen of Cups. The thing is they're making it worse than it actually was. It's like they're trying so hard to make this person look bad that other people seem to really like. Queen of Cups is a beloved energy. So there's a lot of fans. There's a lot of people who adore this person. So when this bad news comes out, it doesn't make sense to the people who know this Queen of Cups. They're like, that doesn't sound like that's how they would act. And it could be it's because it's an exaggeration. This is the Marigold Tarot. Glad to hear it. What else do we have? Knight of Rings or Knight of Pentacles. High Priestess in the reverse. Page of Swords. Lovers in the reverse. I don't want people to like them anymore. I want to influence how people see my partner, my bandmate, my coworker, maybe even my spouse. It's like, yeah, I'm going to make sure everybody knows the negative attributes because I'm too jealous about all the love they get. I want them to look bad. I want people to say, that's not my favorite person anymore. Okay. It's true. It's very true. Or the V8 energy drink. So we have the Nine of Cups. Four of Rings or Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Six of Swords. Okay, so imagine you have a not like amazing secret. It's not like everybody would completely look at you differently, but it's enough of a secret, right? And someone else shares it publicly or blasts it on social media, right? And you're just kind of like, yeah, no, that happened. I mean, it was like 10 years ago, so I feel like I've learned from that situation. This Queen of Cups, whoever you are, you get put in the situation and you handle it like a boss. You're just kind of like, yeah, no, I did that. It was a long time ago. I'm not that person anymore, but I'm not going to lie about it. And people are like, we love you even more. So relatable. And this person who's jealous, the High Priestess in the reverse, they're like, what? What do you mean? How do you not like this person any less after you know that information? You should dislike them now. They get all uppity because this secret or this information that gets shared, it doesn't really influence, at least not negatively, how people view the Queen of Cups. If anything, it makes them like them more. So this High Priestess in the reverse is losing their temper. They're like, what are you talking about? Eight of Rings or Eight of Pentacles in the reverse, Ace of Pentacles. So it's an effortless popularity. This Queen of Cups is loved not because they engineer every action or comment to make sure that people love them. It's because they're authentic. It's because they're just themselves. And this High Priestess in the reverse can't figure it out. They're like, why won't you love me? What do I have to do? What do I have to say? Like, how about just be yourself? But, work on yourself a little bit. Oh, good luck at the dog show. I hope you're doing well too, Jonathan. Best in Show is one of my favorite movies, so I hope it's less drama than that. I hope you don't lose Busy Bee. Parker Posey, man, that movie. Ugh. All right. Six of Wands and the Ten of Cups. Can't stop this person. This Queen of Cups is too beloved. That's funny. Macadamia? How many nuts does he actually name? It's ridiculous. I'm going to have to watch that movie again now. And I blame you, which is a good thing. That movie's pretty epic. Hello, how's it going, Steven? Where did you put Busy Bee? When he tries to go replace the Busy Bee. That doesn't look anything like, it doesn't look like a bee. That's probably not verbatim, but she just loses it. It's like she spits with every word when she's angry. Andy, I was talking about Shawshank in the last reading. Okay, wait, maybe it was the first one from today. But I was literally talking about Andy Dufresne. Which one was it? I don't know. But yeah, I shouted you out. Who's going with me? I like it. All right, so we have the King of Rings or King of Pentacles in the reverse and the Ten of Wands. I shouldn't be laughing at this. But it's like, what do you mean everybody still likes them? That's ridiculous. I'm picking up, it's great that you mentioned a dog show because the best in show really does apply here because there was some like petty back and forth, competitive, like you don't need to be that rude kind of thing. And then if you think about who actually won, it's pretty comical, right? They are endearing and lovable because they are themselves. Whereas we have a lot of people who are just like kind of trying too hard, right? That's why they don't have the popularity. This High Priestess in the reverse will probably never have the popularity or the star quality of this Queen of Cups because they try too hard, because they want it so bad, because the desperation is a sad cologne that people can smell from miles away. Like, I'm sorry, if you are desperate for people to want you and like you and look up to you, people can smell that on you. If you're just doing your thing and you do it well, then people will probably like respect that, you know? What's up, Grant? You're funny. Hello, Tyler. How are you doing? Thank you. Hopefully not annoying. Serenity, ease, tranquility, peace, drift, silence. Karma, cycles, fortune, destiny, and divine intervention. Guides, receive, clarity, open mind, open, and crown chakra. So because of the Queen of Cups, like determination to remain true to themselves, because the Queen of Cups is like a delightful soul, there are gifts, blessings, fortune being bestowed upon this person. That doesn't necessarily follow for this High Priestess in the reverse who seems to be riding their coattails or is along for the ride, and they're getting a little too big for the britches. They're over here feeling like they should be paid more or they should be more beloved, you know? Yes, authenticities are important. It's true. It's oddly appropriate that you say that because I was just regaling. Well, I was telling a story about one of my old managers who was teaching us how to sell something. And instead of saying tip sheet, he said tit sheet. Never heard of the end of it, of course, because we were all immature. But yeah, very appropriate. I'm doing well, thank you. What else do we have? If I didn't mention it, this is the Voyage of the Soul. See, because there's so many people who are like, we love this Queen of Cups because they're real. We can relate to the Queen of Cups chapters, and there's this new chapter that's starting for the Queen of Cups. It could be like kind of similar to a band that does really well. There's a lot of press or publicity. There's a tour. Everybody's like scrambling to figure out what's the next step after this successful album. And then somebody comes over to this Queen of Cups is like, do you want to go solo? There's something here where there's a star that continues to ascend. They're still doing well because they're beloved by real people. And then this High Priestess in the reverse who's trying to like engineer and like, I don't know, be what everyone wants them to be instead of just being themselves. They may be left behind. They may not have their star continue to rise if that authenticity is lacking, right? So we have some karmic justice happening here where I feel there's jealousy, feeling like I'm as talented or I'm better than you, but why do you keep getting the accolades? Why does everybody like you better? Why are you getting the opportunities? Well, because they're likable, because people really feel like they're being themselves. If you're just trying to be like what everybody wants, that's impossible. How are you going to be what everybody wants? Find me an ice cream that's everybody's favorite. I'll wait. It's because you can. Part of the beauty of the world is that to each their own. This person likes that, and this person doesn't like that, but they do like that. That's why, it's the only way people get laid. You got to have your own preferences, right? High Priestess in the reverse has to learn how to be authentic, has to learn how to be true to themselves instead of trying to steal other people's je ne sais quoi, right? So I do feel like one person gets invited and another person does not. The High Priestess in the reverse is jealous of the Queen of Cups because the Queen of Cups is moving on up and the High Priestess in the reverse is staying stagnant. Like, what is that game in The Price is Right with the like yodeler dude? He's like climbing the cliffs and you have to tell him when he should stop. I think you're trying to guess the right price range. If you know that game name, I will be super impressed with you and want to be friends. Hello, Lemonade. How are you doing? I used to watch that all the time. All the time. Now I can't watch it. Focused. I even had the game, you guys. Focused. Eyes for you. Fascinated and watching. Because they want to copy you. You got a copycat. That's what this is. Or somebody who wants to have what you have. We have unconditional, genuine, certain love, triggers, and tragedy. So more often than not, this unconditional love is about two people who are in love, right? In this case, this is about being beloved, having a group of people who are like, oh, we love you so much. You're so great. I'm sure you could think of a couple of celebrities where the fandom is like committed, like ride or die. That love that the Queen of Cups experiences, but that does not extend to the High Priestess in the reverse, is causing tension, is leading to an argument because there's favoritism or because there's opportunities that come to this Queen of Cups that do not get extended to the High Priestess in the reverse. All right, this is the Tarot of the Nile. Hello, Ty. Cliffhanger. Thank you. You're awesome. Appreciate you. Plinko. Yeah. Love Plinko. Oh, Jonathan, are you the one that said cliffhanger? That's right. That's right. Well done. That's awesome, Tyler. Yeah, exactly. I like it. You got to play Plinko in Vegas? That's not fair. Oh, Grant. Did you hit on the sister? Did you talk to your friend first about it? Did she have some nice authenticities? Sorry. Mature Carmen has returned, at least momentarily. We have the Ten of Swords in the reverse, the Hierophant, and the Two of Pentacles. Look at how happy he is. He's like, look at my pentacles. Aren't they great? I'm skipping through the desert. Look at my pentacles. They're better than your authenticities. Look, I think we've got somebody who's upset that there is a financial offer that indicates somebody is more popular that goes to this Queen of Cups. It could be an interview. It could be the dude from Hot Ones. Only asked for one person of the band, not the whole band, right? And this High Priestess in the reverse is like, that's not fair. I wanted to eat wings too. I wanted to get diarrhea too. They're jealous of the opportunities coming to this Queen of Cups. They want those opportunities as well. I know. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's like a bucket list item for me. I feel like it probably won't ever happen. Just gotta go to California, I guess. Seven of Wands in the reverse. Do you think if they knew what I do, they wouldn't let me on? Sorry, if you look at rule number 17, it clearly states no psychics. We got Seven of Wands in the reverse, Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, Ten of Wands, Seven of Swords in the reverse. It's because you're honest, whoever this Queen of Cups is. People love you because you're real. You're not hiding behind some pretenses or some fakeness. You're not pretending you're perfect. You're like, yeah, no, I've been through some stuff. Look, I'm going to tell you right now, I do not seek out Cardi B's music. There are just certain elements about Cardi B that are so endearing. There's one moment from her Hot Ones interview that lives rent-free in my mind. And I know you know what I'm talking about. The point where she's like, oh, damn. She's like realizing how serious the situation is. It like hits her in that moment. I feel like this High Priestess in the reverse, who's been very jealous of this Queen of Cups, is realizing in a moment, oh, I have caused myself this problem. I have been overly difficult or overly like selfish or self-absorbed. People don't like me because I'm not really that cool. They might actually be honest with themselves about what difference there is between how the Queen of Cups has approached this and how they have. I'm not going to name any names, but there's some people out there who like famous in the music industry who give interviews. And when they talk, if I'm listening to them, I'm just kind of like, thanks for ruining your music for me. Some people are just a little bit too into themselves. Some people ruin the song by telling you what it's about. I feel like this High Priestess in the reverse is the kind of person where they open their mouth, they're making it worse for themselves. Just be the cool silent type. Knight of Swords, Tower in the reverse. They ruined the opportunities for themselves by talking about themselves. Oh my gosh, have you heard how cool I am? Do you have like 2 hours? Just real quick, I want to tell you how awesome I am. Who's going to say yes to that? I know at least 50% of you have dealt with somebody who is genuinely having a conversation with you and completely unaware that they sound real self-absorbed, that they are doing themselves a disservice when they're talking about themselves. There's some people who don't know how to like figure that out. So they've lost an opportunity, or they are not seen in the same way as this Queen of Cups because they feel like entitled to it. They feel entitled to fame. This Queen of Cups, on the other hand, seems to be more embraced or more beloved. And that's why we have this argument happening. Someone finds out about this opportunity or hears that this Queen of Cups is doing something cool and they're not invited, and they lose their cool. They lose their temper. Ten of Pentacles, the Hermit. Yeah, this is a lucrative offer, a new path, a new album, a new interview, a new book, a new show. And the High Priestess in the reverse is excluded. They're not invited. Sorry, people don't really like you. But they love this Queen of Cups. So they're coming back. And the High Priestess in the reverse is like stomping their feet around like, I don't get it. Wow, Marcus. Well, first of all, congratulations. Thank you for the tip and for letting me know. Let me know if you have a question, Marcus. I don't want to misread your desire for more information as just a thank you. So you let me know how you want me to view that tip, but I appreciate you and congratulations. Oh, you mean on my second channel? I have not done a reading for my second channel for months. Like if I had to guess, I would think it's probably about 7 months. And the reality is I miss it, but I might have to take a little bit more time and then come back around to it. But I still want to do that. Part of the issue is I don't really feel like I have the space to let all of my books breathe. Like they're not all organized. But I do miss doing that. And ideally, when I come back on the second channel, what I'd like to do is let you all see me paint. I'm a little bit like anxious about letting people see that, but I think it would be fun to have like an artistic element to it too, because I've gotten real obsessed with oil paint now. I mean, if I'm honest, I like combining it, like doing layers of different kinds, but yeah, that might be part of it. Yes, indeed, lemonade. I even get excited about painting the garage door. I just like paint. You are correct, Santiago. Well, I'm sending you protective and like happy celebratory energy, Marcus. I'm super excited for you. Oh, well, don't let anything stop you, Santiago. Just pick up some canvas. No sponges though, huh? Just fingers? Oh, I do like pastels. I have them somewhere, I think. It was too messy. That was my problem. But here I am with oil. I literally I painted an oil painting over the weekend and I backed into it when I was moving it. So I got oil paint. I think literally on the pants I'm wearing right now. I got it out of there. But yeah, messy is kind of, it comes with the territory when you're making art. It might be part of the fun for me. All right, so we've got the Eight of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Seven of Wands. Okay, 2 sevens. Yeah, there's a shift that happens in a positive way for this Queen of Cups, could be you, and a holding you back. It's like you get to graduate and your friend doesn't. They feel like they need to say something. They feel like it's unfair. They feel like you both should have the same opportunities, but they're not looking at the facts in an unbiased way. You have actually reached this positive, abundant chapter in your life through your actions and decisions, and they were clinging on to your, like they were, what do they call it? Riding your coattails. They don't get to come along for the entire trip because they haven't been doing the work. Oh, that's awesome. I hope you have a good time, Lemonade. Uh-huh. There's paint on a lot of my clothes. I won't lie. Hello, Brian. How's it going? I did say hello to Dana, didn't I? I think you're at the beginning. So we've got the Two of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. There's a decision made and it excludes the High Priestess in the reverse. That's just how it is. With the Four of Pentacles being in the reverse, I don't feel like this Queen of Cups was purposefully trying to get something that would exclude the High Priestess in the reverse. I feel like they're just excited for the opportunity. They want to go for it. It feels like something that adds to their resume quite nicely. It doesn't have to include the High Priestess in the reverse. In other words, this is not somebody who's saying, we're going on tour and we're not going to bring you along. It's that this Queen of Cups gets an opportunity that is like adjacent or similar to what they normally do. But it's different. It's like interviewing instead of playing the drums, you know? The Magician in the reverse. The Moon. So the High Priestess in the reverse feels like they have to do something to make this Queen of Cups look bad. Didn't they already fail at this? I feel like they already failed at this. They want to make sure that this Queen of Cups doesn't look like the coolest or the most, I don't know, looked up to, respectable. I want to say BA, but I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. I just feel like YouTube gets mad when I swear. But if I say bad, then you know what I'm talking about, right? BA. Just add some S's on there. They want to be the biggest, but the Queen of Cups is the HBIC. They're the one in charge. They're the one who has all the like cool reputation. So it's like some marketing company or promotional team is like, no, we don't want you. People don't like you. And it hits them right in the ego. Like, oh, it cut me real deep just then. But they end up making it very clear the audience loves the Queen of Cups because of who they are. They don't like the High Priestess in the reverse because there's desperation here. So there's this argument that happens because someone is heartbroken. They feel like they're not chosen. They feel like they're not as accepted. And I think that they let their insecurity get to the best of them, even though this Queen of Cups has been a good friend or has been supportive, and obviously brought them along for the ride. Like, here, I'm going to be successful. You want to be in my band? It doesn't matter. It's not good enough for this High Priestess in the reverse. They still feel like entitled to everything that the Queen of Cups gets. So it's like, it's not good enough. I want more. And it may push this Queen of Cups to reconsider whether or not they want to have anything to do with this High Priestess in the reverse, if they're not going to be grateful or if they're not going to be committed to just like doing their part, right? So we've got the Seven of Wands, the Moon, and the Ace of Cups. Time to make a change. I'm going to go for this offer. I know that, you know, for a little bit I wanted to keep it secret, or I felt like I couldn't say anything, but I guess now it's out. I'm going to be really excited about this. So they feel like now they can do a little bit of press because the High Priestess in the reverse found out about it. The argument happens, but I don't think it influences the Queen of Cups. They're just like, I'm sorry you feel that way. I didn't do anything to try to exclude you. This is just how it happened. I know you feel like it was like a betrayal or something that I shouldn't have done, but I think that's just like the way the cookie crumbles. Someone else, though, is much less cool-headed about it, and they're just like, people don't like you as much. That's just how it is. Oh yeah, I could see how that would be a little bit like it would impact the nerves. Let me see the investments. Let's see if we pull anything on like an update on that or little taking a pulse, right? I'm probably just going to bring or pull another 2 cards and then I'll do that for you. Okay, Marcus? So we have the Eight of Swords and the Emperor. I think this is where we part ways. This Queen of Cups is like, hey, it's been real. You know, we accomplished a lot together, but we probably need to be honest with ourselves about whether or not we can continue on like this. If they were in a band or if they were working together, if they were successful together, I think we have this Queen of Cups going off on their own and starting their own thing, because this High Priestess in the reverse is just like difficult to work with and unreasonable. Doesn't seem to want to share the limelight, even though the limelight kind of belongs to that Queen of Cups. All right, this is the Crow Tarot. Thank you for the tip, by the way, Marcus. Hello, Darnell. Hello, enfants. All right, so let's see what we got, Marcus, as far as your investments. What is going on with regards to Marcus' investment? The Empress, Seven of Wands. There's positive growth happening here at a particular moment in time. I do feel like it's less of a like steady climb and more of like a jump up. With this Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, this feels to me like it's an obstacle for a competitor or something that is like an indirect advantage that increases the value here of your investment. So someone else is impacted, but it positively impacts you or your investment. Two of Wands in the reverse, Five of Pentacles in the reverse, 10 of Pentacles. Dang. I like that. This is an unexpected gain. With that Five of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like it's because somebody else is like falling short or not doing well. And this 10 of Pentacles is like wealth or moving in the right direction for finances. It's generational wealth. So I love that for you, Marcus. It's about making sure you're watching, keeping track of it, and I feel like you are. Thank you, Dana. Let's see what we got for you. Let me write down the Raymond question too. Thank you, Raymond. We've got, will X try to contact me this month? All right. So what do we have for Dana, please? What do we have for Dana? King of Pentacles, the Sun in the reverse, Five of Wands. There's someone here who's hiding an argument or not wanting to talk about a disagreement that they've gotten into regarding stability or obligations, responsibilities. I do feel with the Five of Cups in the reverse, this is saying, you know, you got to like take advantage of the time or the opportunity that you have right now. So this is like yelling at someone over procrastination, saying you got to go after what it is that you want. If you blink or take too long, you might lose it. So someone's talking some sense into this King of Pentacles, saying, you know, you might end up regretting what you're doing or what you're not doing right now unless you like get with the program, right? Thanks, Marcus. I appreciate you. Good luck to you. And Dana, just keep in mind that sometimes things are happening behind the scenes, even if it seems like they aren't. All right, so for Raymond, we've got, will the ex try to contact me this month? Not this month. But I do feel like it might be before the end of the year. Perhaps for the holidays. Page of Wands in the reverse. There's bad news that they're dealing with right now. But when this clears up, your ex feels a little bit more confident reaching out. So it's like, I got to clean up my mess real quick, or I got to deal with something. And then I feel better about reaching out so that the update that I give you is better. Because like right now, I'm kind of dealing with it. I'm struggling with it. So send them some positive healing energy if you feel up to it, if you want to share that energy. But I do feel like they're working on something before that would feel more comfortable for them. Justice. Yeah. Once things are balanced, then they're going to contact you. I do feel like this is within the next 3 months. All right. Oh, you're so welcome. I'm going to leave it there, y'all. And thank you for the likes and the subscribes and just for being you. I appreciate you. I'll see you on the next reading. Doodles.